still don't understand, do you? Why are you crying?
Ah, yes, welcome back. It's your boy It's Good Dicks D, and we're here for part 4, chapter 4. Tortured beyond replayed. Later that night, once oh, sorry, guys, I just wanted to do that, but let's just get on to it. Later that night, once Sasuke and Sakura had got up with Kakashi, they found themselves lying awake and thinking of the consequences of what had happened. They had been told to leave Naruto on the post and let him die. How could they, as Naruto friends, allow that? At the point in time, Sasuke believed he could have walked away and left Naruto to die now. True, there was no way. Naruto had risked too much for Sasuke to turn his back. He still couldn't believe the council had been so cruel to Naruto. When Sasuke had deserted the village, his punishment had been nowhere near as severe. That said something about the whole farts that called themselves the council. They were supposed to be wise, but as far as Sasuke was concerned, they weren't. Nothing but an arrogant pieces of crap. Before Kakashi had spotted him, Sasuke had heard the doctor telling Kakashi that because of the jutsu that he had used, Naruto's heart was likely damaged. What that means for Naruto's career as a ninja, Sasuke wasn't exactly sure what it meant. Other than Naruto was going to need some help. He knew Kakashi couldn't get the brutal images of Naruto being hurt off his head. Sasuke didn't think he ever would either. Sasuke didn't think he had ever witnessed anything as bad that beaten, not even when he had been with Orochimaru. Sasuke sighed and rolled over on his back. His time with Orochimaru wasn't anything he liked to think about. He didn't like thinking about anything that had to do with his past. But how could he not remember how much Naruto had sacrificed just to bring him back? Naruto knew that Naruto considered him a brother. Sasuke didn't really think he even fit the friend description after everything. Can't sleep either, he heard Sakura ask quietly. No, Sasuke answered. He could still see his teammate kneeling helplessly on the platform with the wet tearing strips of skin off him. He didn't know how Naruto had withstood all that pain without making a sound. Do you think he is going to be okay? Sakura asked after a moment's silence. She didn't really want to know the answer because she was afraid of what it would mean for her friend. I'll be surprised if he does, Sasuke answered honestly, his mind stirring with memories of the previous day. I've never seen someone lose that much blood and still live, but then again, it is Naruto, and he does have 9 tails. Sasuke added, wondering why the 9 tails didn't do much. in the way of healing him as of yet. Maybe it was because Naruto's back was in bad shape. He couldn't concentrate on that right now. What made the council decide to punish him that way? Last I had heard, Konoha hadn't used lashing as punishment in a couple of decades. Why not? Why now? I think we all want to know that, Sasuke said. I think maybe somebody is behind the council and their decisions. Someone worse than we have ever expected to fight. Even as he said it, even as he said it, he wondered if Madara could be behind it. Maybe it was his way of weakening the seal so that he could get the nine tails. But if that was the case, Madara would have had to have some kind of plan for containing nine tails. Sasuke hadn't seen anything that indicate a container for a powerful demon. One thing was sure, it wasn't going to be pleasant for whoever had decided to start this mess. Picking on Naruto, a beloved ninja by many in the village, was a good way to start a war. It was clear that someone wanted Konoha on their knees. Someone from the inside wanted Konoha brought down. The question was, would the faithful Konoha ninja be able to stop it before it destroyed the entire village? Sitting up knowing that he wasn't going to be able to sleep, Sasuke slipped out of his bed and headed towards the exit. He was going to sit with Naruto and maybe he would be able to think a little clearer. 5 minutes later, Sasuke slipped inside a sleeping Kakashi who was sitting by Naruto's side. Naruto's chest heavied with each breath he took, making Sasuke wonder if he was in a lot of pain at that moment. Sitting down, Sasuke stared at Naruto. You brought me back, defeated pain. How is it possible that the village still treats you like you aren't worthy of respect? You aren't worthy of respect. Sasuke wondered. You have become a strong ninja, and yet the villagers don't recognize your strength. There is something wrong with that, Sasuke said as he took in Naruto's heart rate on the monitor. He was a little fast, but nothing to worry about. At least Sasuke didn't think so. Why did the council give you such a harsh punishment? Surely it's not just because of nine tails. Sasuke wondered if he was getting a picture of Konoha that he didn't like. Like maybe returning to Konoha hadn't been worth it. Maybe Naruto, Sakura, and Kakashi were, and maybe a few others. He knew that Naruto had been hated because of nine tails, but surely that couldn't have, at least after everything Naruto had done for the village. Could it? You're not the only one that wants an answer to why the council decided to punish him that way, Kakashi said from behind Sasuke. He had woken up when the boy had entered the room. He knew the turn of events were bothering him as much as they were the other team members. Is it because of nine tails, do you think? Sasuke asked, turning towards Kakashi. Was there a way of provoking Naruto to make him angry enough that he would slip into Ninetales mode? If that was the case, it would give them enough reason to execute him. Kakashi frowned. It hadn't even crossed his mind that they would try to provoke him into letting him lose the Ninetales. That would be very low of them, but I wouldn't put it past them to attempt it. After all, they had nothing but committed for Naruto. Despite the many things he has accomplished, Kakashi said. Will they try again? If that is the reason they are doing this, Sasuke asked, worried, worried, feeling Naruto was sick enough as it was. He wouldn't be able to defend himself against another attack. Very possible, said Kakashi said, hoping that Tsunade finished whatever it was she was doing her so she could get here and help Naruto. If things were as Sasuke supposed they were, things were going to continue to get ugly until the council members were either dead or Naruto was dead. Kakashi refused to accept the later. He wasn't going to fail his team again. Where can we take Naruto? Where he will be safe while he heals? Sasuke asked, wanting to get as far from the line of fire as possible. They would all be considered missing danger now, which meant the Ambu would be hunting them soon. I don't know. I would rather find out what Tsunade has in mind first before we just disappear with him, Kakashi said. Besides, I am sure in the coming days he will want those he is familiar with to be around him. He's not going to trust someone he doesn't know so easily. We don't always have enough time, Sasuke said. If they find where we are, we'll have to run and we won't be able to tell Tsunade where we are. It would be safer that way anyways, Sasuke said. He wanted to know what the Hokage had in mind. She had seemed to be aware that the council had been up to something. It made Sasuke wonder how long she had been suspicious of them. If she could have prevented the situation by arresting the council earlier, Sasuke was going to be pissed if Naruto had went through that whole organizing scheme for nothing. Sasuke was going to be pissed. Turning back to Naruto, you notice that Naruto's were barely open. Hey loser, Sasuke muttered, it's about time you woke up. Shut up, bastard, Naruto slurred, bringing out a small smile on Sasuke's face. It seems like his idiotic friend was still the same. How are you feeling? Sasuke asked, unsure of what to say. Like I got tossed off a cliff before being picked up and tossed over it again, Naruto answered, reaching at the pull of the stitches in his back. You need to rest, Kakashi spoke up. You are still sick, your back is infected, and I didn't help matters much. You were just trying to help, Naruto slurred, even as his eyes closed and he drifted back into unconsciousness. Kakashi shook his head. Naruto had always been a forgiving kid, no matter what anyone done to him. Your parents would be proud of you, kid. Kakashi muttered as he wanted over to the window and looked out. The sun was getting ready to rise. The colors were starting to brighten up the sky. This was typically Kakashi's favorite time of day. He would always find himself at the memorial stone right before the sun rose. This time thought Kakashi supposed he should be grateful that they all had lived to see another sunrise after all they had committed treason just by helping Naruto. The price was well worth it in Kakashi's eyes to have watched the kid suffer in silence and being unable to do anything about it had been unbearable. Sasuke sighed and turned his troubled eyes back to Naruto. He still had a ton of questions, one of which was would the Akatsuki still be after Naruto? They, they were without Itachi, but Sasuke knew that wouldn't likely stop them. It wouldn't likely stop them when it came to getting what they wanted. He knew they were after Naruto for the Nine Tails, but hopefully they could keep their distance away from those guys while Naruto recovered. It was going to take some time for Naruto to recover. If he managed to fight off the infection that was currently running through him. How bad is Naruto's heart? Sasuke asked out of the thin air. He needed to know if Naruto would be able to fight. If he could manage to make a few shadow claws, they would be able to get away. Should trouble arise in the next few days. It's pretty bad. It's pretty badly damaged, Kakashi replied, avoiding Sasuke's eyes. At this point, we are not sure how long it's going to hold out. Sasuke frowned and swallowed hard, seriously. How hard things gotten this bad. His quickly skull, Sasuke wondered if one of the council members' hearts would work for Naruto. They started this whole situation. It was only fitting that they ended too. I want to go back to Konoha and rip out the council members' hearts. Sasuke snarled like an animal that was in a great deal of pain. I want to give those hearts to Naruto. Surely one of them will work for him. Maybe Kakashi said, afraid he was going to push the boy over the edge. Right now, it's safer that we stay away from Konoha. You and I both know there is about to be a string of violence unleashed in Konoha. There are ninjas there who won't tolerate what's had happened to Naruto. You know, and besides, Tsunade has something up her sleeves. I'm sure not sure. I'm not sure what is just yet. By the time that so-called civil war has finished, there is a good chance that Naruto won't be alive. Sasuke stated, his voice harsh. If we go by what you say, Naruto will be dead long before it ever finishes. Maybe not, Kakashi said. There are things that the doctors here are going to try. It's just that the chances of success are very slim. Sasuke shook his head and walked over to the window. Naruto always liked it when the odds were stacked against him. Sasuke said, leaning his head against the window. He didn't like the way his heart ached at the thought of losing Naruto. He didn't like the thought of losing anyone that he cared about. We could build an army to help those in Konoha that are willing to go against the council, because you and I both know they are going to try and have Tsunade declare unfit to be Hokage. Sasuke said, suddenly leaning back and looking at Kakashi. If the council is behind this, their next logic step would be to do away with the Hokage so that they can make the rules and enforce their ideas. After that, they will weed out those loyal to Konoha out of the Ambu and activate Shinobi. That won't be hard to do because they will be the ones most loudly proclaiming against Naruto's treatment. You're right, of course, Kakashi said. That is the most logic step. But who would we get to join forces Konoha? Sona for one, Sasuke said. When Gaara finds out what they done to Naruto, we have no trouble breaking the treaty until things are back to normal. And besides, that Sona has a large military force that will make it easy to take Konoha back. It almost scares me how easy this all came to you, Kakashi muttered. If I didn't know any better, I would think that you planned this from the moment you returned to Konoha. Sasuke scowled at him. I'm only doing it for Naruto, Sasuke said, glaring at the masked man. Naruto didn't deserve to have his skin flag off his back. For the world to see, he deserves more respect. And whether he's alive or dead, I will make sure he gets the respect he deserves. And that's it. Whew, part 4. Guys, I've been doing this non-stop so you can do this in schedule. Whew, oh man. Yeah, that's the part. I'll just see you guys. Peace.
Hanzo.